Good afternoon. I'm in the shed and it's not early morning. That's the first for a while. Here we go then. 4 very inexpensive cards. So I've got a selection of mark making brushes. They're not my best brushes. There's other things in there that it's a bit of a free for all today. Got a bit of a scraper going on. I might bring in some lids to make some marks. Not sure where I'm going to go with my marks today. Most important thing, the paint. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, I've gone a bit crazy. I've selected, these are all my acrylics in the colour palette that I want to look at today, which is going to have some very, very fluorescent. I've got some fluorescent acrylic inks, some fluorescent, I'm having trouble saying that, fluorescent acrylics. Then I want to bring some turquoise in. I want to go with my golds. I love my golds. My favourite Naples yellow. And also I really like just to darken it up a little bit, see if I can do something with this iridescent blue. Touch of black if I want to go a bit darker. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to use all these, but I've kind of gathered them together so that I can grab them and have some fun with those paints, and also some watercolours because I do like mixing my mediums. I've got a what's this one? See that? Indigo. Yeah, I love a bit of indigo. And this one drew my eyes. What's this one called? Can't read that. Oh, sap green. How interestingly, I thought it might be a bit, yeah, I don't know. I wanted that colour. But anyway, I've got some quite bright greens. Got my gel printing pad if I want to use the palette, and then I'll get some prints as we go. Mopping things up, keeping it quick, and yeah, anything goes really. So let's get started then. I haven't really thought this through, you know. Right, I think I'm gonna start with this. It's all dried as they do. Peel it off. Good to go. Oops. Right, let's get a bit of this orange, and I'm gonna slap a bit of. I'm gonna play with this acrylic ink, and I'm also going to put a bit of this yellow. So maybe I'm going to start with spread a bit of warm joy and vibrancy on this very, very wet day in the UK. Very wet and well, wet. It's just very wet. See what happens with these colours. This is totally intuitive, the marks that I'm making. I think you got used to that idea now, that when I'm doing these videos, that's kind of what's happening. The shed nanigans are a collection of captured intuitive art moments that I love. Oh, what's that? I love watching my own videos because, you know, when you think, every time I do this, I've forgotten what I've done when I've done it, if that makes sense. As soon as I've done it, because it's not been planned and they're very much in the moment, I'm like, oh wow, how did I do that? And so capturing this on video, as much as I want to encourage you people out there to just get arting and don't hold back. Don't worry about, is it going to be any good or not? Well, it's good if it makes you happy and you've got something out of it. That is the number one priority, as far as I think. I'm pondering now because I want to spray a bit of water on it, and I haven't totally trashed my shed, but it is en route to the kingdom of trash. But organised chaos at the moment, I think that might be a way of describing it. Yeah, organised chaos. And I haven't worked a lot with acrylic inks, but I'm getting to know them more, and the more I'm playing with them, the more I'm really enjoying them. I like the way they mingle with each other, and that they can be unpredictable in a good way, I think. I just like them. The question is, at this point, do I zhuzh it, or do I give it a bit of time just to settle before I zhuzh it? Probably will zhuzh. Right, what I'm going to do then, let's see if I can... now this is a first as well. I haven't really used the jelly printer, the jelly thing, as a with my inks. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, right, let's get some tissue on here. We'll actually put some... oh, put it on both sides. I do forget I've done that. In fact, I haven't. I have now, but I meant to go that way. Oh, let's see what happens. Probably pick most of it up now. So the point of this exercise here is to show you how I can... oh, see, I love that. Just like the randomness of that. Okay, crack on then. What can I do now to just let some of this do its thing? So do I want to maybe put a bit of water? Maybe I'll zhuzh it around a bit, because look, the thing about the acrylics is it's very reactive to the water. Just goes wild when you put a little bit of water on there. I just love seeing it do that. Look at that, look. A little bit of this acrylic ink just seems to go a long way. I keep rinsing the brush to try and just get the ink to do its thing. I do like the effect of just leaving it there, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, well, I've got other things to do today. Impatient, I know. Just want to have a moment to do art. I can come back another time, do something with my inks that will take a bit longer. But for now, I just want to do what I'm doing now. I don't want to dab, but I've just got a feeling that I might end up doing that. Okay, we shall see. Right, okay then. Where are we going to go next with that? Might bring a bit more of the pinks. Some more pink before I come in. And actually, oof, that one's a bit tough. Let's get a bit of pink. I might go with the pink and add a bit of pink and some turquoise. This is like a fluorescent pouring ink. And then this is Meaden is a more expensive brand. But I've got to be honest, I do like mixing up my paints. It's just what I do. So I want a bit of watercolour, I'm not sure. Right, dun dun dun. So I'm going to go with. So this is one of my brushes that I haven't looked after. I've introduced you to this one before. Yeah, I know. I don't know what I'm doing. Just making marks really, until I think, oh yeah, that's come together. I like that. I'll keep doing that. This literally is just like acting a bit like a scraper, because it's just solid. I don't want it to feel like it's got no use though, come on. I mean, look, it's got texture, texturise. It's turned it into a texturising brush now. Everybody has their uses. Doesn't matter who they are, where they are. We've all got something to contribute, and that goes for my art stuff. I might be a bit shouty in my most recent videos. That's simply because I've got these new headphones, and I love listening to music when I'm doing art. So normally if I'm recording, I can't because the microphone will pick it up. However, my new headset, I can listen to music. So, and anyway, sometimes when I'm doing my art and I get into the zone, I go so quiet you can't hear me anyway. You've got to turn the volume up. You either get one thing or another. Oh well, it is what it is. Oh, I'm liking. Just get the edge. I like the texture that this brush is creating. Is this one a bit darker? Now this is watercolour, but I'm not respecting that. Being naughty. Sorry if I'm knocking the table if it looks like it's wobbling. A bit heavy-handed. Put a bit more of that down. A little bit more of this. And then I think I'm going to get some turquoise in here somehow. Okay, let's judge a little bit of zhuzh. For a little bit of texture when I pick this one. Let's see what happens, although I think it's drying pretty quick, so let's just get that on. I'll put it onto this. I'm putting it back onto the other side where I started. Might as well. Yeah, look at that. You know what I love about the mixing the watercolours in with the acrylics? Colours just look amazing. I love that. You see the texture on there? I love that. I'm so looking forward to my winter copy and collage sessions. All these little bits of paper that I've been creating, you know, they're gonna come into their own in the winter. Just felt like doing that. Why not? My little head seemed all right. Seemed a good idea. Ooh. So what have we got here? This is a bit shiny. This is the iridescent blue-green. Yeah, I do like that. I love that colour. But I also want to put a bit of turquoise in there. Got a little bit. This is an inexpensive paint. See what that does. Right, my brush. I'll go for the sponge or brush. I don't know. I think I might be a bit averse to paint strokes. I find them a bit restrictive, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I just think I more enjoy the mark making. Feels a bit more free for me. Obviously, that's personal preference. I mean, where I'm going with this now, I'm not sure, but everything has a reason. We shall see where we end up. Now you see that acrylic ink was still wet, but I like the way it's blending. So I'm going to keep going with that. Right, what I feel that I want to do here, I've got a little bit of this blue in. I'm going to capture it. I'm going to go in with a little bit of tissue paper. I'm going over, you see. I know I couldn't resist dib-dabbing. I've gone over that ink, haven't I? Just had to do that. Maybe I just like it to look a bit more printed. Early days, wherever we're going to go with this. If there's something that I'm not enjoying and it doesn't feel so good, I will just cover it over, do something else. Now, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I think the tissue paper that I've got here is the wet strength tissue paper, which is a little bit more robust. It won't just fall apart. I do like what I'm getting on here. Yeah, I like that. I want to go back to the yellow. Get some more yellow on there. But it might be that this is kind of going in the direction of layers. Lots, well, I suppose all my work does, to be fair. But dib dab. Just wanted to. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's not the wet strength. it's just fallen a bit there, but never mind. I'll still be able to use parts of that once it's dried. And even the tiniest little bits of paper can go into projects. I'll let that bit dry and go back onto the newsprint paper, which is very robust. Yeah, I think today the inspiration has really come from the colours that I wanted to play with and explore. How they're going to react with each other. Yeah. I just love the the way that it kind of absorbs in. Right, and actually interesting little bits are coming off here and onto here, and I do like that as well, not a problem with that. I think yes. Dib dab. Right, I'm focusing on this as my dib dab creation today. Until I don't. Yeah, you can guarantee that I'll go, oh, I'm going to do this, and then it'll be like, when it all starts happening, it doesn't go anything like the way I thought it was going to go. Got a bit of jazz going into my ears at the moment. I listen to this playlist on Spotify, and it's not named artists recreating sounds, songs that might be sort of known, but doing them in very different ways, like reggae or jazz or, gosh, anything goes. It's really, I'm like, oh, I know that song. And I know for a fact that that is bound to have an influence. Okay, going back in with the inks. I think I just like doing this movement. I'm stuck now. So I'm like, what am I going to do now? We shall see. I'm kind of torn between going to the add a bit of water, because I realise that I have dispersed a lot of ink. Oh, I've gone a little bit Spanish guitar in my ears now. So the thing is, when you know, painting with this intuitive mode, I'm going to be influenced by my emotion, aren't I? How I'm feeling, and that could include the music that I'm listening to. What happens? Well, we'll find out. I don't know if you can see how I'm trying to maneuver the ink. I keep going back in and sort of draining the brush and then just putting it in so that it's wet and that the ink will disperse where the water goes, kind of. And then I'm just being very gentle, moving the ink. It's so therapeutic doing this. Oh, dip, dip. Right, I'm going to risk a dib dab. Just a quick one. Okay, so now I'm listening to A Hard Day's Night by the Beatles with a kind of a jazzy kind of bossa nova. I'll let that sink in. I feel like I want a little bit of this kind of, I don't know, let's just give it a moment. Let's just pick some of this up. I feel the vibrance. I might want, I don't know, let's not jump too far ahead. Let's just try to be mindful. So this is the other side now, that as I'm picking up the inks. Two very different pickups there, but I'm liking both of them. Okay, so that's watercolour that I put on there. Not sure about that, but I might just drag it. There we go. It's better. Hey! Having a party! A little bit of trial and error, without a doubt, here today. Some of the things that I'm like, oh, I'm loving that, and then the next minute I'm like, oh, okay, then that didn't quite go to plan. Let's see how we can overcome. Just the reactions and the way the colours are reacting. Right, I am feeling a little bit of gold and Naples yellow. That's where I'm going to go next. Let's see what we're going to do with that. And a little bit of sponging. I'll put some on the mat and see what I can do with it. Okay. am I going to put this? I think this can kind of pull it back, is that the word? Maybe if we've got something going on that we're not sure about, we can divert with a little bit of block it off and go in a different direction. That's what I'm trying to say. And actually, I just realised that I can use continue to collect the tape, which I'm going to experiment using on my collage. When I get round to it. Let's see if I can go with a little bit more gold. I like the scrapey nature of this brush. It just means you can't control it very well, which I like that. I like the fact that I can't control it. I feel like I'm at the point now where I've got an interesting background, but I just need a little bit, something a little bit darker. I might try, it might be time for my, oops, a little bit of that. I don't want to go too dark with this, I think, but I do want to get something in there. Oh. Definitely an experiment of colour. And what you'll see me do is absolutely just, where did that come from, kind of. And just gonna, I feel like I want to do some mark making on top of these backgrounds. So just very relaxing, random movements of the brushes and of the mark makers, and I've just layered and layered and kept going. So where do I go now then? I have got some pens, so I might play with the pens now. Interestingly today, I haven't gone in with the mark making crayons and What's the other ones? Pastels, that's right. I haven't gone in with the pastels. Before I move on, I just want to pick one last bit up on here. I think I'm going to go in tissue. See what that does. Just pick up the last bits from my jelly pad. All right, okay. Well, that's a disaster, darling. Right, okay then, not to worry. What I'll do is I'll peel most of that off and then I can clean it with some baby oil. Baby oil's great for removing mess from the jelly printer. Jelly printer, jelly pad, jelly plate. Oh, I'm rubbish with child safety locks. Right, I'm going to put that on there. I shall let that soak in. And give that a good clean. It needed a good clean anyway. And we'll sort that out after. Moving on. Move this over a little bit. Let's get some pens. The blue. I'm just selecting things that I think might contribute. Although these are not vibrant, they've got something. I'll tell you what I've also got. I've got my woodies here. I might be able to do something with the woodies. Has to be dry though. It's still very damp, so I may have to just let's get another. Let's give it one last blast. Let's get the newsprint on there and pick up the excess so that I can move on. I feel like what I've got at the moment is a really colourful mix and layers of which hopefully I can add to the mark making and then create a finished piece. We shall see. Okay, it's not working. Let's try this one. Not quite as I think, like I said, because my impatience, I know I'm very impatient. My impatience to get going. There we go. Now we're talking. We're now moving into therapeutic doodling. So I will probably be quiet. My brain will be looking for shapes and places to add to the art. My imperfection. I love the imperfection. I do like the colour of this pen. This one's working. Right, that one was successful. Yay! Could be that we're getting drier. I'm purposely being inaccurate with the marks. I'm not sure about that one. You can tell that I've gone in that indecisive mode at the moment, which I want to pull back on. If in doubt, leave it out. That's what my nan always used to say. So I think I might listen to her advice. Right, what am I looking for? Ooh, hey, I've got a pink Posca here. There's some dotty dots. Oh, I've got too many dots. My little brain's gone a little bit. I think I think it might be getting near my afternoon nap. Sorry. Oh dear. I think I'm getting to a point where I need to kind of take a moment and pause so that I can come back and do some interesting mark making. Before I continue on, I think I haven't quite got this one how I want it. But I have enjoyed what I've just been doing. But I do feel that my body's kind of going, have a break, Jen. It's time to have a break. And there's just doing random circles, which make me happy. No idea why. What's that all about? What is that all about? Right, before I get carried away, I'm just gonna leave it there, she says, and I'll do a little bit more. Just leave it there. Leave it there. That's enough now. Ooh. I can't stop. I can't stop. Right, enough. Let's just take the tape off, see what we've got today. Definitely playful with the colours. It has kept me out of trouble for however long I have been doing this. I've got no idea, you see, because I have lost track of time, and I can do that because it's my day off. So happy. The inks have oh, before I screw this up, I forgot, didn't I? I'm gonna save my sticky bits. I've got a little bit on there, so I think I'll put that on the side, and definitely this one in the middle. The idea being that I can use the tape. Oops, pulled a bit off that one. Back the other way. Yeah, I can use a little bit of this tape for collage. I'm really liking that. I like that idea. Put that to one side. That's a nice one. Let's stick that down. Shh, don't tell anybody about that. And that's it for today. Very expressive. I've been there's vibrancy in there. There's you can see underneath. You can see the use of those fluorescents in there. And like I said, it's been. I need to get that cling film off. It's been a joy. I'm not too worried about the tape. The paint's leaking under. That's the acrylic inks that have seeped through there. So they are little tinkers. But it is what it is. And I think we're just about there. So, still got my bling in there. I still, and you know, if you go in close, you can really truly see the depth of colours and shapes and the textures. So it might be that I'm not 100% happy with what I've done here. It might be that some will be more favourable than others. Might be that I will go in and tweak some areas. But on the whole, happy. Anyway, if you've enjoyed following that, just remember, go with the flow and try to zone out and just allow your intuition to create the art and just have fun. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.